Hello students, this is K.M. Varaprasad, guest faculty, Computer Science Department, Vikram Simhapuri University. Here we are in the second unit of software testing, that is software testing process. In this software testing process, already we discussed some of the topics like psychology of the tester, validation and verification, cost of quality, and so on. In this video, we are discussing why the software testing is difficult. Here, we want to test a simple program like area of the triangle. In that area of the triangle, just we are giving input 3 values, and then just we are checking it is possible to create a triangle or not possible, and if it is possible, how we are preparing. In this one, the 3 inputs are simple integers, largest integers, real numbers, or characters. Now coming to this one, here we have to test the inputs for validation, that means valid inputs or valid outputs. What is actually valid input or valid output means? Here 3 inputs. Sometimes we are checking for acceptance or not acceptance. And coming to this one, we have to test also the acceptance as well as performance also we have to test. Now here we have to give the inputs for every line of code, and then in this concept we have to test. If you are using a database means we have to test the front end as well as a back end. Now some set of times some projects does not require real-time testing. For those projects we have to test in the simulation. Now these are the things we have to be considered in the testing process. So those things and maximum number of things required to test this one, to test the software means, now that's why it is highly difficult. For every software tester or every development team must produce a very quality software. Now coming to the next topic, that is levels of testing. Here in this one, software contains large amounts of information or large amounts of instructions. That software is divided into modules in the design process. Every module is used to prepare different type of things or a single unit of information. In this design process, every module is also divided into some set of units. Here in the testing process, different levels are prepared. The first level is the unit testing. This testing is performed based on some set of code, and then some set of units are combined to form the module. This module is tested. It is completely based on the design. And coming to the next one is SRS document is available. In the SRS document, some set of system testing is performed. And then coming to the last one is acceptance testing. In that acceptance testing, we are considering the user needs. Now these are the levels of testing. Unit testing is performed based on the code, and then module testing is there. After performing the module testing, integration testing as well as the system testing is performed. After integrating all the modules into the system, and total system is performed. And coming to the acceptance testing is performed in the development side as well as in the user side for the user acceptance purpose. Now here The following diagram shows everything about the levels of testing. This is the diagram used for the levels of testing purpose. Now coming to the lowest level is unit testing is there. The unit testing is performed for the code. Here sometimes some additional code is also added to test the unit. Here this test is performed by the development team. And coming to the next top level is integration testing. Here in between unit testing and integration testing, one module testing is also there. What is actually the module testing means? Some of the database application projects who have to test the front end as well as back end. Now we have to tie up the front end as well as back end. Back end is tested by using the structured query languages, and front end is tested based on the some of the HTML or Java or something. For those things, in between unit testing and integration testing, one module testing is also available. After completing the modules, we are performing the integration testing. It is performed based on the design process. And coming to the next level of this one is, after integration, we have to test the whole system. The whole system is tested directly. Some problems are occurred. Means after completing the whole system, we are unable to find the errors. At that time, just joining the two modules and then joining another module and then joining another module, like this we are going to test. Now after joining all the modules, now we are performing system testing. This is performed according to the SRS document, that is specification requirement that is software requirements specification document. And then finally coming to the acceptance testing. Now this testing is performed at the development site or in the client side for the requirement of client needs. The client needs are fulfilled by using the acceptance testing. What is the main need for the levels of testing is, we have to find every error before producing the project into the user. Here are the two diagrams. The first one is some stages of testing, and then just we are adding some test cases or test plans, and the second one is discussed. Coming to the first one, here two unit testing processes are there. After performing the unit testing, different types of unit testing, now we are coming to the module testing. And from this one, we are coming to the subsystem testing. What is actually the subsystem means? One module is there, another module is added, here another module is performed. These two modules are added and forms the subsystem. And coming to the overall system. Now this is a subsystem. From that subsystem, the overall system is there. After completing all the modules integration, the acceptance testing is performed. Now these are the testing stages which are available in the software testing. Now here comes the total testing process. Here the unit test is performed, and then unit test is performed, some combining all the units. This is a module test plan. What is actually the module test plan is, after completing all the unit tests and comes to the module testing, and then incrementally we are adding one module, every module to the system. Comes to this one, after adding all the modules, now the system test is performed. The system test is performed based on the SRS document. In the SRS document, some system test plan is there. By using the system test plan, we are performing the system test. After completing the system test, we are coming to the acceptance test. Acceptance test is coming from the test plan. What is actually the test plan means? acceptance test plan. From that acceptance test plan, we are performing the acceptance test. Now this is the complete process of testing. With this video, we completed 7 subtopics of the unit 2. Here in this video, why testing is required or why testing is difficult, as well as levels of testing process. Now coming to this lockdown, stay safe and stay home. Thank you.